Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. We're presented by the Navy Federal Credit Union. Time to shine the light on Navy crew as Captain Sam Beach joins us, blessed by the whiffs of bacon coming
Yeah.
past his nose early on this Wednesday morning. Sam, look, let's cycle back for a minute. You're sampling many different sports in high school, none of which obviously are rowing. At what point, does a young man go, man, I have a chance to do something at a great institution. Let's give this a try, because I imagine there has to be a little bit of risk in trying something new, does it not?
Yeah, I definitely think so. The reason I came to rowing was we were at summer seminar over the summer, and going into my senior year, Coach Friedrich gets out there and he said, we need guys who are tall, athletic, and want to work hard. And I was like, all right, I checked two of those and gave it a shot. Wanted to be part of varsity sport and travel and compete, and the rest was kind of history.
Why are athletes, because we see it with the men and women all the time in this particular discipline, why are they able to walk on? What is it about the culture in both, and obviously being able to learn what it takes to be good? Because Navy takes this pretty seriously, so you have to develop into a pretty good athlete here to get a shot to compete all the time.
Yeah, so rowing is an endurance sport, which there's definitely a technical side to it in terms of technique, finesse, but a big portion of rowing is just how hard you want to work, how much work you want to put in on the erg, how many, weight sessions you want to do, and that really translates to performance in boats on the water. It's really directly correlated to the effort and time that you put into it. So it's something that favors walk-ons.
Yeah, I was going to say too. You mentioned want to put in the work. You all had practice at 5:30, and you got to lift at noon coming up today. The hours sometimes are a little unconventional at the Naval Academy for obvious reasons. You're one of 17 seniors on this team.
Yeah.
I mean, think about where you all started, Sam, and where you are now. To me, that's a tremendous number of people that said, you know what? We're going to stick this out. We're at one of the best institutions in the world. We're going to make the best of this. What's been the key to that survival for all of you, especially with where this journey started?
Yeah, I think we all came plebe fall, and there was probably 50 guys and coxswains included that wanted to try out, and then it was kind of survival of the fittest. And then once you finish that plebe year and you realize just how rewarding the sport is and just how tight you get, it's kind of those who really want to continue to pursue that stick around, and the 17 we're left with now are those who really wanted to pursue it and really caught on to it and fell in love with the team and the sport.
I was going to say too. But how does that honor feel to be chosen to lead this group? Obviously, with your fellow seniors and other members of the team as well.
Yeah, it's one of the greatest things ever. I think, being chose to lead the team and the group of guys and girls that you hold in a very high regard and do anything for is really special. And I'm really thankful for that opportunity. And it's been awesome this whole year being able to grow and lead and really lean in on my other first year classmates, because it's not a single man show at all. Our whole class this year has stepped up, and it's been really great to see, be the change that you want to see in the program. And I think we're really doing that.
Obviously, it's a sport physically that challenges you incredibly. But at the same time, as an athlete who has tried different sports, how has this sport perhaps even changed you a little bit in seeing what you can accomplish? Because I'm sure there are moments. I've seen you all out on the water. I'm sure there are moments where physically, man, some days it's just like, wow, I'm not sure I can do this.
Right. I think one of the biggest things is it's changing in terms of peer leadership. Peer leadership is always hard, leading your classmates and then leading people who, there's really no rank at the boathouse. So we're all peers, and holding people accountable is hard. But also when you add in physically strenuous activity, you add in everyone's cold, everyone's wet, tired, hungry, out on a long session on the Severn. I think that adds a lot of variables that causes you to to grow and adapt and find solutions and, you know, find a way to overcome those scenarios.
You mentioned, obviously, we talked about, lifting obviously is part of it, but, physically with your body, I mean, diet wise, are there certain things you may do individually that you all do? Obviously, as a varsity sport, you have certain resources that are,
Mhm.
available to you. What's the key to keeping your body in tune during such a rigorous campaign?
Yeah. We love the mucho stand. So shout out to Jen and Bailey. But the biggest thing for us is just getting in calories. You know, we're rowing at this time of year, potentially 50,000 meters a day, whether it's on the water or on the erg. So your body just needs fuel for that furnace, and, you know, hydrating all the time, electrolytes, and then also sleep. Sleep is probably one of the biggest things that we've really tried to hammer in this year. So guys are going to bed at 8:30, 8:45 to wake up at 4:45. So it's a pretty holistic approach with the recovery and then preparation for practice.
I was going to say rest and recovery, man. They're the magic words in sports these days. Headed to Worcester, Eastern Sprints coming up, part of this postseason journey for your team. What's the key for you all? You got a lot of teams going up. I mean, you got a lot of crews that are headed there. That's a good thing. But what's the key to having as much success as you all can over the next few weeks of this postseason?
It's just going to be stringing together all these. We've had a lot of good training sessions. We've had our ups and downs, and it's going to be just going up there and executing how we know how to race. You know, nothing. There's a big saying we have on our team is, you know, nothing special on race day. We've done all the work. We've done everything we need to do. Now it's just time to go up there and execute like we know how to race. And I think if we do that, we're going to have great races and great results.
Why Marine Corps ground for you?
I like the physical mission. I like being outside, and the biggest thing for me is I like being with other people. I like interacting. I like, you know, having shared struggles with other people, and being outside and doing something physically challenging is really appealing to me. So I'm very excited to do that.
Let you out on this. How different is Sam Beach? It's getting ready to, go to commencement week here soon than the one that arrived for Plebe Summer.
Oh, that's a good question. Hopefully a little fitter. I think so. But definitely have grown a lot. More confident. Really, really excited to take on this whole officer thing, and I think the academy and the rowing team's done a really good job at that. Just I think the team in general does a really good job at making strong men of character, and that's something we hang our hat on, but it's also something we consistently, you know, strive to earn that reputation. And I think it's done its job for sure.
No doubt about it. Culture's everything, my friend. Well done, big fella. Appreciate you taking the time for us. Congratulations on going to commencement, and obviously best of luck to you and your teammates here with the postseason coming up. Thanks for the time.
Yeah, thank you.